This episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast is brought to you by PMTLifestyle.com, Authentic Muay Thai Lifestyle by Pu'u. Definitely go check out the website at PMTLifestyle.com for some awesome lifestyle merchandise. That's for those of you out there either involved in Muay Thai, looking at getting involved in Muay Thai, and embrace a healthier lifestyle to live the life of a Nak Muay. Go check it out.
So what up, guys? This is Jonathan over at the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. Today is Monday, December 20th, 2021. Wow. So I'll kind of just get into what we've been up to. We had the US Muay Thai Open. Went great. Have two national champions. We brought back to Ventura and Santa Barbara. We have Kaylin Yarko and Connor Olanik, both winning their divisions. Connor had a back elbow knockdown that sealed the deal in his final fight. Kaylin went in her finals fight and won on points. So both of them showed a ton of heart. It was a great showing by the team. And overall, I feel like the team was well represented at the US Muay Thai Open. There's not much more to say about that. Always a great time at the tournament to be able to see everybody, to see who is new to the game, see who's, there's a lot of new gyms that are popping up, new programs that are popping up around the country. So the Muay Thai Open is a great example of that because anybody can go in and sign up. You don't need to know the promoter. You don't need to be established. You can just go. You'll see some people like free agents that are out there that have no gym or anything like that. Actually, a couple of our guys cornered somebody like that as well for their event. Mixed results on those things too, but it's always cool to see all these new people just wanting to give Muay Thai a shot and go out there and step into the ring and get that experience. So valuable to get that ring time. So these tournaments, we didn't always have these, so very grateful to be able to see those happening. All right. And then we have the, basically I refereed for 4 days. And there was an event, a fight night at the tournament with SAA Alliance out in with Vin Chiafeth out there in Phoenix. So along with the Muay Thai Open tournament, I think it was Saturday night, they had a fight night, like A-class Muay Thai with like elbow pads for amateur, elbow pads, no headgear, no shin guards, full rules Muay Thai. Overall, just a great event. Vin always does a great job of matchmaking. I've actually had some of his comments here on the podcast before when I was doing stuff through Clubhouse. So it's really great to see a promoter do things in a way that's very productive to the sport. Vin's not always about money. He, of course, a promoter wants to make money, but he also makes awesome matches, including the Santa Barbara local, Erin Clayton. She went out there and dominated in there in that fight. She's one of the people that trains here at our academy and a couple other teams as well. So it was really great to be able to see that spotlight for that person as well. So needless to say, I was pretty burnt out by the end of the week. I flew back on Monday morning. The last day of the tournament was on Sunday. Flew back Monday morning. And when I flew back, I met up with Coach Eric Adams at Los Angeles International Airport. Picked him up. He just came in from Denver, Colorado. So Crew Ed picked us up, brought us up to Ventura, went up to Santa Barbara, said hi to Coach Ryan, get a little shakeout in the ring, drove back down to Ventura, said hi to everybody, spent the night in Ventura, and then drove down to Tijuana the next day. We had an adventure. We posted it up on our Instagram Reels and our TikTok, but I have a ton of footage from it that still, I don't know when I'll get to it. But we went over there, drove down to Tijuana, walked over the border. That was an interesting experience. I've never actually walked over the border to the airport using the airport bridge. Super convenient, super easy, a lot easier than I expected. But I'll definitely do it again. I have a feeling that's what we're going to be doing for the duration of the tournament. So walked over, flew down to Monterrey, Mexico. Me and Eric get into Monterrey about it's like 1:30 a.m. We get to the fighter hotel. There's like all the fighters for the whole event are like all hanging out. Again, it's 2 a.m. We're trying to figure out where we can go cut weight in a few hours after Eric gets some rest. Got up at 6 a.m., took an Uber over to a local steam room sauna. That was a great experience. I told Eric about this too, about fighting in other countries. When you're a fighter, you're not going to get treated the best. You're a fighter. That's what you do. You fight for money. So, very gritty time cutting weight, but the weight came off pretty easily for him, made weight, no problem. And he was able to get in at the tournament. He was fighting against a very experienced fighter named Cesar Figueroa from Mexico City. So they flew him in from Mexico City. The guy has over 100 fights, including kickboxing and Muay Thai. So he's like a journeyman fighter, but it's just as dangerous as anybody else in the tournament. Threw his name in the hat, and I think he walks around at a little bit higher than the weight class cutoff. So he didn't have to cut much weight either. Really good matchup for Eric to be able to test the water as a professional. Again, that was his pro debut for the MT 800 Muay Thai tournament. So it's funny enough, Eric's dad came out for the tournament in Monterrey as well. But needless to say, the hotel we stayed at as the fighters, we actually were like, hey, you know what? If we were 20 and, we weren't in Mexico and it was hard to get a hotel, we'd stay there. But, getting a nice hotel is like $20 a night down there. So we just forked out the extra money and got a nice hotel there. I think it's called the NH Collection. But hung out there, went to the fight venue the next day for the fights, got some food in the morning. Once we head over there, it was a really late night. But, one thing I can say is that everybody was sending their love and support to Eric on social media, and know that he felt that going into the ring. He was nervous. Once he got in there, definitely settled down, was more comfortable, more relaxed. He got cut in the second round with an elbow, and I think the third round as well. Or it was all in the second round, I think. But we were prepared for it. He fought through 5 hard rounds, and he came out with the decision win. Initially, in the corner, I'm biased. I have like a high standard for people that I typically corner with, or train, or coach, whatever it may be. But I thought it was a really close fight. It could have gone either way, like a split decision. Eric ended up winning it. I'm pretty sure it was a split decision. So I can't remember. I didn't see the scorecards, or they didn't announce the scorecards, just who won, from what I can remember. But super grateful for the promoter down there in WBC Muay Thai Mexico for bringing Eric out, making his debut as Capitan America. So he's representing USA, had these kick-ass Muay Thai gladiator style shorts with the American flag on them, American flag vest with Colorado flag on the back. Just overall, really good representation of the country. Super respectful. Everybody out there made some new fans, made some new friends, and we're looking forward to returning, because that tournament is actually for Eric to be able to win a brand new car. So he wins 3 more times, he's getting a car, and we have to figure out how to get that back from Mexico. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we were talking about, are you talking about like, are we going to push it over the border or drive it to San Antonio? We're not sure. But 3 more fights. Everybody in the tournament was dangerous. All, newer professionals, some of them a little bit more experienced. But I think the tournament was well seeded. There was another fighter from Germany who was training out of Tulum for the tournament as well. He actually fought the high seed, in my opinion, in the tournament. It's a guy who is the WBC Muay Thai Mexico national champion. So super cool to be able to see that and see the activity that my friend Julio, who works down for WBC Muay Thai Mexico, to see how he's been running his events. I've never gotten to see him in person. He's just always showed me video and told me about it. So super pumped and excited to be bringing somebody down there, not like working as an official, and be able to see the fights from the corner perspective. They did everything right, seeing how the inspectors work, hand wrap, how they take care of the fighters and everything too. Everything was done very well. So hopefully Eric, is healthy. He's all healed up from his stitches. He has a few more weeks before he gets like full contact stuff going with his face, but he's all good, ready to go, and pumped to see him go back in there. I think they're shooting for February or March, end of February, beginning of March. We're going to see what happens. He has to wait for the promoter has to wait for the sponsorship money to be all settled in order to move forward with the tournament. And so they're just tying up some loose ends with that, from my understanding. But super, super great event. The trip back to, we didn't really sleep. So got back to the hotel. And after I saw everybody, sent Eric back to go shower and relax with his dad. We ended up seeing Ended up having to stay there until about 3:30. Got back to the hotel around 4:15 a.m. And then we had to leave to the airport around 5 a.m. So to get back to Tijuana, come back over the border. And it's funny, just driving over the border to CVS, get more stuff for Eric for his cuts, get them all cleaned up. So overall, good experience. Dropped him off back at LAX, and he's back in Colorado with his fiance, back training with his team over at Pound for Pound. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy get back in the ring down in Mexico. The next weekend, I got to witness some fight events for WCK Muay Thai down at the Burbank Marriott. They had a WBC Muay Thai sanctioned event. That was an interesting one. Congratulations to Ron Skolsdang for getting your new national title under WBC Muay Thai. It was cool to see that first round finish over Travis Clay, who's got more experience in Muay Thai than Ron, but Ron was able to put some pressure on with his boxing and able to finish it early. So that's kind of what we've been up to. We had testing promotions this past weekend in Ventura. It's been great to see all the new people flooding into the programs and seeing us being able to continually working on improving the programs too. So we're working. If you guys are a student at Pu'u Muay Thai, check email. We sent out a whole student survey about a week ago. We had maybe 2 people respond. So if you're a student Pu'u Muay Thai, go fill out that student feedback survey. And don't worry, if you wanted to remain anonymous, just put in there, I wish to remain anonymous or not talk about this. That's absolutely fine. For us, we always send anonymous feedback surveys too for everybody. So really looking forward to seeing everybody come in and be able to get that honest feedback from you guys, because we're always looking on improving too. All right. But just super excited to finish off the rest of the new year. We have our holiday schedule coming up here from the 24th of December. We close on the 24th of December, so that's Christmas Eve, and we reopen on January 10th. I'm going to be working hard away during that time, but it gives us a downtime to be able to recoup as a team, get everybody together, spend some time with the family, and get back to it and get our axe back on the grindstone in January. All right? Really looking forward to seeing everybody too in the academies as we continue to go through 2022. Now I had this clip. I don't think I could patch it through here, but I'll give you the gist of it. All right. So what we had is 2020, which the coronavirus shutdowns, everything. It totally just slammed small business, as you guys probably know. What ended up happening is I moved to Norway for a bit to be able to either start laying off my team, or I cut back some of the opportunities for myself in order to keep our team employed. So that's what I opted to do. And it opened up a lot of other opportunities for our team. Now we have Crew Ed. We have created a bunch of new jobs. But I'll go back. I'm getting ahead of myself. What I said last year around this time is, hey, 2020, I want you to think about Muay Thai. It's 5 rounds. So we made it through round 1, round 2, and round 3. We took some damage. We got knocked down, got a 10-8 count against us in the 3rd round. And I was saying, hey, it's time for rounds 4 and 5. And if you know Muay Thai, round 4 and 5, those are the money rounds. That's where people start doing their best bets. And if the fight's close, round 5 is a big money round too. And what I mean by that is it was our time to come back. We had an injection. So injection is what will happen in like Muay Thai in the stadiums. You'll see this gambler run down, in between rounds 3 and 4, and say, hey, like, if you try to knock this guy out and you knock him out, I'll give you a fat bonus at the end of the fight. So because he's betting your odds against you and he wants to incentivize the boxer a little bit. So that was us, going into rounds 4, which was this year. And I feel like we won round 4 and we're able to win that money round, which is very important for bouncing back from COVID shutdowns, all the awesome new students that are in the academy as well. And there's the new community. We've got, the new location in Santa Barbara. All the new people are coming in the door there. Our community is being combined is just flat out amazing. Super grateful for all of it. Okay, so that's what I've been working on to get that going. And now we're going into round 5. So since we lost rounds, 2 and 3, we had to win round 5. All right, so round 5's coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing how round 5 continues, in our favor. And I have no doubt in my mind we're able to turn those odds back in our favor as a small business and a small company as we continue to rapidly grow in a sustainable, long format that we've had. And, for us, we've always been about building relationships with our communities and building people from the ground up. So we're coming up on our 8th year of business in the martial arts community full time. And we're looking forward to seeing how Pu'u Muay Thai continues to grow and expand into 2022. All right. So if you guys haven't heard, I just want to give a quick shout out to the people over on Discord who jumped onto the Muay Thai community Discord. I'm actually recording this in one of the voice channels right now. What's up, Carwin? I hope you guys are having a great day. Just super grateful for that small little community that's starting to grow on there. So if you don't know what Discord is, it's an online chat app. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on computer, laptop, tablet, whatever you want to use it on. And what this community is, I have it in there just like general chat, just talk about Muay Thai, share training tips, different things of that nature. Talk about like training, talk about coaching tips, our live Muay Thai stream. I'm starting to look into like non-fungible tokens, NFTs. So I'm kind of just sharing a little bit what I'm learning there because I want to see how those can relate to fighting. And I already have some ideas that I've been bouncing around with a couple of different people on the Discord server about how that can be used in like a fighting sense, how to use NFTs for fighters to be able to make money. All right, so super great way, and it's like a cool collectible thing. If you guys are interested, or if you know some stuff about NFTs, please jump in there and maybe educate me a little bit, school me, recommend some Discord servers. I would absolutely love it. I'm trying to be in there all the time, so if you guys want to, if you're not on like TikTok, which I'm pretty much doing all the content for it, and you have direct access to me, hit me up on Discord in our Muay Thai community channel. If you guys are interested, I'm going to put that link down in the show notes as well. All right. Well, I'm going to get ready. I'm heading down to Ventura. I meant to be there last week, but a little bit short-staffed with the holidays, so I'm looking forward to going down there and seeing our team today and being able to finish out the new year. All right. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. And don't forget to follow at Pu'u Muay Thai on Instagram. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok and on YouTube. And check out that Discord channel, okay? So, Sawadee Kap. All right, that's it today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are listening on iTunes, please go leave a review. It means the world to me if you enjoy the content, if you like hearing about all the stuff that has to do with Muay Thai and what we're doing. Also, there's another way to support us. If you guys visit our Patreon link, it's in the show notes. Also on our YouTube, if you go to pmtlifestyle.com, there's a Patreon link up at the top. You can support us for as little as $5 a month to get some behind-the-scenes footage, things of that nature, to see what we're doing behind the scenes for Pu'u Muay Thai, what we're trying to get going. Also, you can get some early access clips. You can also get t-shirts, merchandise, and a few other things as perks of being a patron. Again, go check that out. It's at pmtlifestyle.com.